Welcome back, Panther fans. I'm David Brown along with Ryan Graham.
Hey, y'all.
Tim Thurber.
Hello.
And this is State of Atlanta. I completely forgot about the beer until like the song was halfway over and I'm reaching the cooler to get the fresh one. So cheers, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Monta. I'm going to keep drinking the beer I have, and then I'll pour that beer I just opened in a minute.
Sounds good. Happy early St. Patrick's Day. It's tomorrow as we record this. Today, if you listen first thing in the morning, like I would, as everyone should, right?
Oh, yeah. I listen to it as soon as it hits my podcatcher. Every night, I wait for you to upload it, and I just listen to it again.
If I listen to it, you mean do make sure it downloads, then delete it so we get the record for that one hit. Yeah.
I most definitely delete it ASAP. Yeah.
I listen to it while I fall asleep and while I'm asleep. It's perfect.
He's like I like to fall asleep to the mellow tones of my own
soothing sound.
There's nothing more I want to hear as I'm drifting off into sleep is the two of y'all's voice along with mine.
and cracking beer cans.
And cracking beer cans. I'm turning the light on. There we go.
I had to do it too. I don't know what's up with my camera. It's really dark.
I feel like mine's just crap quality. But
darker than normal.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a baseball game going on right now. I was really hoping to get some better news out of it. We went 9-9 in the season across all the sports over the past week. And so I was really hoping that this one game, the Georgia State game at Clemson, was going to go our way. We were tied there in the third, but we're down 7-2 in the bottom of the eighth right now. So
we got them right where we want them.
Exactly. I've seen crazier comebacks in baseball. So
So we'll see. Well, I'll keep an eye on that one while we talk tonight. So we're not in it, but the NCAA tournament is the biggest news in college sports right now. So we got to talk about it a little bit. I mean, at least if nothing else, we got to laugh about the fact that App State is in the first four in the series. They're the 68th out of 68 teams.
They have to put them somewhere, right?
Well, they're doing March Madness this year? They're not canceling it again?
We'll see. They'll wait till App State wins that one game and they'll cancel it.
I was looking at COVID numbers and I'm not 100% sure what's different.
Well, they have a year of experience. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Hey, we're happy
a year to figure it out.
Man, when they canceled it last year, I was like, man, this is crazy stuff. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money they're leaving on the table.
It's one thing to cancel the Sun Belt tournament. It's another to cancel the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, no, they didn't care that the Sun Belt canceled their tournament. They were like, whatever. What are we going to do
about that 68th team?
Yeah.
I guess officially now App has made it past the deadline. I think today at 6 p.m. was the testing.
Oh, was it today? I thought it was yesterday. Yeah. But yeah, I saw that Tech actually had someone test positive. And of course, the AJC has got to put out the clickbaitiest of headline titles, like this travel person with Tech test positive. How does this affect Pastner's team? And then you click on the article, it's like it doesn't. They're going to be fine. It doesn't sound like it was even a player. So
that doesn't even matter more.
It's like an assistant or something.
Yeah. Gary, maybe you've heard more than I have. Gary says that a player tested positive, but according to the article I saw today, it said it was someone who travels with the team, and they said the person would not play. But there's a lot of people that travel with a team that don't play as well. So
they should invent a rule where the replacement team has to be from the same state. So that would be our way in.
Oh my God.
We don't care about who. It doesn't matter that FSU would get the spot for Georgia Tech. It's got to be someone in the closest school in your same state as well. You can't even go outside of the city limits.
It reminds me of the ACC scheduling. We thought that Georgia Tech really had no scheduling options. We were it.
Yeah.
Back then. Yeah.
Yeah, and they decided to take on UCF. How did that work out for them, by the way?
Ooh, ouch! Too soon. Hashtag.
I mean, that was an L on their schedule. I don't know if they didn't think it, but the rest of the world did.
Yeah. Julian, I agree with you. I'm still bummed, but if there's any amount of enjoyment we can take out of it is, we didn't get a first four spot in the past 3 times we've made it to the tournament. They gave us a little bit of respect. I mean, Coach Hunter may have been a lot of that. I think. Tim and I were talking about a potential of an at-large bid for this through some of our own text. And I'm like, if Coach Hunter was maybe still the coach and some team got sick or something, let's bring Coach Hunter back in here. We just want to see him on TV some more. But
we'll give him a stool.
Exactly. Give him a stool.
Fall off that, please.
I think when it comes right down to it, though, we just didn't kick off enough rust.
We didn't gel.
The rust was on the shoes, Ryan. At the bottom of the shoes, we had some
There was
rust.
just a little left somewhere, a little crud somewhere.
It was a
We just
bummer
didn't
for
kick it off.
sure. But
We belong there, but we're not there.
well, you know,
No, man, the teams that are there belong there. We lost our game. We do not belong there. We lost.
well,
Where
yeah,
do
I
we
mean,
belong?
Not
David?
our year.
you are not a good fan podcaster, man. You should be talking about how great we are and how
We are great.
the
It's not
system
good enough to
is.
be in the tournament because we didn't make it. So,
Well, we are. Well, one thing fun about the tournament, thanks to Tim here, we are going to do a State of Atlanta bracket, a little contest for the listeners and ourselves. Tim said to challenge the listeners against us, the experts, and I am by far not an expert whatsoever at all. But yeah, check it out. It's bracketology.stateofatlanta.com, which I misspelled when I sent it out to our Patreon members earlier today.
Nice.
Yeah, Tim wouldn't notice that because he didn't get our Patreon emails. But anyhow, check it out. We're not doing any money for it, but I will give us a Save Atlanta swag bag, some stuff from our merch store to the winner. And then, and anybody that competes, anybody that signs up for it during the entire tournament, I will give free shipping to anything they buy on the merch store. So bracketology.stateofatlanta.com. I had a banner for that. And
I finally got in. Can I talk about my strategy for my bracket? Is that something
that's what I'm looking forward to. I get to
fine?
find out.
Are you sure you want to share your strategy before everyone fills up the brackets?
I can't
I'm all
wait
good.
for it.
I'm all good. So
It's personal information.
it's all blue, all in, right? And I basically just said, if your team colors include the color blue, you're in. If it's two teams that don't include the color blue, I just took the higher ranking one. So the upsets are all going to be blue teams. And if it was the same blue, I picked a better blue. If there were two blues, I basically didn't pick navy. I picked more of our blue.
Right.
Solid strategy there, Ryan.
And you'll have to, you got to know, I picked Liberty through two whatchamacallits. I don't even know, man.
I'm not sure if you're colorblind or not, but Liberty's not a blue team there, Ryan.
They're blue. They're blue and red.
I thought they were red and white.
Red and blue, but it's
Yeah.
navy. It's navy. That's why you look at it and you're like, ugh.
Just turn my tongue out. Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I was like, that's a reason I can convince David to not like Liberty because it's the same navy as Georgia Southern.
Gotcha. Yeah, I actually, part of my strategy was because on the site that we're going through, you can do a little comparison for each of the matchups, and I would kind of they make a decision based off some of the seeding, some of the rankings, but then look at the performance of them. And if I did not know what to do, I always went for the team with the better free throw shooting. I'm like, I feel like that wins so many games. So I have a lot of upsets in mind. So I'm definitely going to be
nice.
I'm either going to blow everyone away or be the first one out. One of the
Who do you have winning?
Gonzaga. I mean, I'm not that ridiculous.
All right. What about Tim? Are you willing to share?
The only thing I have done so far is I've picked Gonzaga. That's it.
So my big all blue all in, I had Michigan. I was like, all right, this is convenient. Go blue.
All right.
Yeah. Is that what you actually called your team name? Did you call it all blue all in?
All blue all in. Yeah.
I see that now. You sure did. You did call it that. Yeah, you sure did. All right. Yeah.
I barely set the whole thing up, so it's been a day at work, and hopefully I'll make picks. Otherwise, I automatically lose.
Well, the games don't start until this.
I think Thursday night, right?
Yeah.
Is it locked Thursday night or Friday?
I think it's Thursday day, isn't it?
Was it Thursday day?
I don't know. It's when App State loses to whoever the hell App State's playing.
Wow, salt!
It's that day. All right, yeah, we got. Tanya says that Ryan, you're going to be the winner, and
yes.
Gary says to me Illinois. I think I have Illinois actually going against Gonzaga in the championship, and I'm really bad about picking teams or schools that my friends or family or coworkers went to. I got a coworker of mine we're really close to. We've worked together for 14 years, and she went to Illinois. She's a fan, so I'm like, all right, cool. Illinois is doing well. I'll put them all the way through to the championship. Another reason why I'll be going out very, very early for stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's Gonzaga's the trendy pick, right? I mean, it's every year they should win, and they don't. But this year, they're going to
this year is different than all the other years.
Well, they have the easier path. They've already beaten, I think, 3 of the teams in their bracket handily. So,
yeah, that was the Illinois quadrant or whatever, bracket, whatever we call those things.
Region.
That was my roughest one. I actually have like way late in it Drexel versus Liberty, which is number 16 versus a number 13. It's in like the quarterfinals or something.
It's
There's no way that. Yeah.
Whoever Ohio State has in their first round, I want to say it's Oral Roberts. It may be Colgate. I forget who it is. But whoever it is, I really, really wanted to pick the upset in that one. But for some reason, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So I wanted to say that, to have it on record, that if Ohio State does get upset, that I was just too chicken to actually call it. But I thought it.
Yeah, I might have done that one.
Yeah. So, the tournament, I don't even know who App's playing, but they're playing on Thursday at some point, and then they'll lose, and that team will play Gonzaga.
They're playing the Norfolk State somethings.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are.
And do you care?
I mean,
no.
I don't think I'm picking App to win that game. I don't know. We'll see.
We played Norfolk State in something. I don't know what. I'm pretty sure we have.
I don't know their mascot.
Familiar. They sound familiar.
Where's our intern?
We don't actually, I don't know.
What?
Is our intern on? He should know.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, they're green though. I definitely didn't pick them.
Ooh.
They're like green and gold. Pff, no way.
Green's got a little blue in it. That's how you make it. Come on, man. I teach your kid that stuff.
Gonzaga makes it all the way to Creighton for me, and then I like Creighton's blue better, so I picked them.
The Norfolk State Spartans.
Gary makes a good point. All the games are being played in one city, like all the matchups. I was going to do all the math and say that in my head, and then I realized I can't do math like that fast. So, that's actually kind of cool. I like that concept. I mean, the regional stuff makes a lot of sense for people being able to make the trips.
Yeah, it's got to be like the biggest bubble.
If it was going on in Atlanta, I think that's even better. Like, I'd be all about that. But, if I lived in Indianapolis, it'd be cool.
The problem with the regional things is it feels like they're still not very close. Like, they'll still put people from like one side of the country into another regional bracket. And it's like, come on, at least make some sense.
You talking about when we played Wisconsin and Idaho?
Something like that. Yeah, exactly that. It's exactly like that. It's like that's not regional. Like
I feel like they try to like get the top seeds to be in their region, and then like the bottom seeds kind of fall out as they are. But Wisconsin versus Georgia State in Idaho makes no sense whatsoever at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Wisconsin only had to go west. Georgia State had to go north and west.
Yeah.
Right. They take the seeded teams, and if there's 14 seeds, they got to put obviously 4 regions. They try to make it as best as possible, but the higher you are seeded, you get the better region.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So you guys been watching all of it?
No.
I love the NCAA tournament, so I will be watching it.
I don't know which channels I get anymore with my streaming service. So if I get games, it'll be on. But if I don't get games, then I'll be doing the Ryan Graham following the GameCast on my phone or my.
Oh wait! I have ESPN and Hulu now. Doesn't Hulu come with basketball or with ESPN or something? Does it not come with that?
I don't know. I dropped Hulu, so I don't know anymore. I didn't pay attention.
I did I tell you about that? Did I say this last week? How I signed up for it finally, and then like I got an email 2 days later that was like, we're bumping up your monthly payment by $1. I'm like, you sons of bitches.
Yeah. They're just trolling you, Ryan. Just like YouTube TV.
Waiting.
They were actually waiting for you to sign up before they raise the prices for all their millions of customers. That's the way it goes.
Yeah. You make a good point, David. I have not had to deal with streaming TV in the NCAA tournament.
Well, the old school
canceled last year.
In the old school days, you would just go to a bar and just have every game at your disposal. But that's not really.
Is it ESPN or is it spread out on the networks?
CBS, True TV. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I remember when I worked at Turner for a little while. They had like they have the this like headquarters or something. It's in the bowels of like the Turner headquarters, and there's like this huge room with like just TV screens all over every wall, and it's just all the games all the time. It's really awesome.
So it looks like CBS, True TV, TBS, TNT, and fun story. A couple, like 4 or 5 years ago, me and a bunch of friends went to Taco Mac Midtown on the initial day where we were playing, and we were there all day and all night until the tournament was over for that day. That was on Thursday.
As Taco Mac, what was your tab like? It can't be cheap.
There was a lot of people there that knew some of the managers. Our tab's not that bad. Nowhere close to what it should have been. How about that?
Yeah, Gary says also the NCAA app, or actually he says the NCAA app, but I'm thinking he means NCAA app will have the games on. But yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, so I mean, I really wanted to talk about the disrespect or the respect that App State got for being in that first four. I mean, that's the first four hasn't been going on forever. It's been relatively new type thing. It's not something that we've been part of. So
no,
I don't think the Sun Belt's been part of the first four in quite a while, if ever.
Should conference champions be in the first four?
I think we should be wherever we're seated. The only guarantee is to be included, I would think, which I'm fine with.
Really, I don't know. Is that really included? You're on the schedule and everything, but you're playing a bogus game.
You can win it all.
So if you win that game, I mean, if that happened to us, which we know was not going to happen, any projections that had us going to the tournament had us at 14 seed or something like that. But I guess one of the cool things with, like you said, Tim, with Gonzaga being like that powerhouse all season long, would be that how cool would it be to actually play the number one team in the whole nation in the tournament? Now, normally that means you're the crappiest team, like App State is. That'd be kind of cool. That'd just be neat. It'd be fun. If obviously you want to win that game, you go into it playing as such, but just the opportunity to play the number one team in the conference or the whole league. Everyone's eyes are on you.
Yeah, but you're also a 16 seed. I don't know. Hey, if you remember, this is old history. 2011 is the first year they had the first four.
Okay.
If you can remember that far back, we were in the CAA. Remember VCU?
Yep.
Yep. We beat them that year, and they went to the Final Four.
Oh, wow.
Of the first year of the first four. So, I mean, it can happen, I guess.
Were they in the first four?
Yes.
Right.
They were. They made it all the way to the Final Four that year.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, if you're good enough, you can still make it.
Well, that's just talking about like how we beat Tech at the beginning of the season, and now Tech is the ACC champion. I mean, cough, cough, literally cough, cough, ACC champion going into the tournament. If Tech were to actually do something magical, at least we get to make that stupid T-shirt that says we beat the ACC champion / tournament champ or whatever it is.
Well, I think they're gonna cough, cough, and just get all their opponents sick, so they, don't have to play the games.
I don't know. Stay away from Virginia. Stay away from Virginia.
Yeah.
That's actually a game that I was having trouble to pick. I mean, obviously Virginia is a very good team, but having had that COVID scare, we saw what it did to us all season long. If there is somebody that has something recovering or whatever, you don't know how well they're going to play. I still picked Virginia to win their first game. So
yeah,
probably first game.
Now VCU wasn't.
Yep.
VCU was not a 16 seed; they were 11 seed when they got in the first four. So they were the higher end of the first four terrible series. Do you think it counts? I don't know. This is a big debate. The first four. I mean, for the 16 seeds, it's almost like a playing game.
It is
it's a tournament win if they win.
It is a playing game. It is a tournament win. But yeah, that's kind of what I was kind of trying to get at. It's not like it's a participation trophy.
Does it send money to the conference?
I would assume so.
I don't know. Yeah, some playing games are included and some playing games are not.
Or is it like the CBI and CIT where you actually pay to host that game?
You pay to get to play the tournament game.
Yikes.
How are that fans doing, David? Like, I know you've looked at Twitter a time or two.
I briefly looked at the message board. They're riding high just because they made it into the tournament, I think the first time in 20-something years or whatever. I was laughing pretty hard about their placement. They don't seem to care about it too much. They actually seem to be pretty excited about potentially playing Gonzaga. That's kind of why I was asking the question. That was kind of their take.
The last time they were there was 2000, right? It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Yeah, 21 years. I think that's what I saw. Was 21 years. I mean, good for them. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, my whole take on App State was that they are a good matchup against us, but still probably not a great basketball team. So, I don't think they're going to make it too far.
I don't think so either.
No.
Speaking of the CBI and those pay tournaments, I didn't realize that any of them were happening, but it looks like our Teal brethren from Conway are playing in the CBI.
I think it's in Myrtle Beach, right? The whole thing
is the whole thing in there. Well, is that how they got into it? They were able to just host the whole thing.
Yeah, because I thought Texas State was our regular season champs, right?
NIT is usually the regular season.
Oh, okay. Champion. But they're not doing it, right? CBI is whoever can pay to get in.
They're doing it NIT, but it's I think only 16 teams.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Texas State did not make it in there, but I don't know where the CBI is being played, but yeah, Coastal's in it. They're not in it as a home team, but yeah. Would you want to do one of those pay tournaments this season? I know we've done it in the past. Hasn't worked out well for us, but would you, after this season, the team that we had, the way that it ended, would you want to play in one of these pay tournaments?
I know we did one, didn't like?
Yeah, we did a couple. I think we did NIT with Clemson. We did the CBI or CTI
real early in Coach Hunter's
with
career,
Mercer. Yeah. But would you want to do it this season with this team with everything that happened this year? Because my answer is no. I don't want to see us go one of these crappy tournaments. I feel like when we did play against Mercer in that one, it was Mercer, right? The team just didn't have, it wasn't there. Their focus was already gone. They were out of it. They wanted so much more out of the season. It wasn't like they were a surprise team. They were projected to win and everything. So I'm fine not being in it.
My gut is to put it to the guys, and if they want to do it. But also like, who's going to say no? I don't want to. So
right.
I don't know. It's wishy-washy.
Well, do you think that the team really wanted to do it, and because you had to pay for it, do you think that Charlie Cobb just said, we're not coughing up $50,000 to go to do this whole thing?
It's nothing, man. That's not a lot of money for these programs.
I don't think the team wanted to do it. The way they walked off the floor in Pensacola, I think they were pissed off.
Just done. Yeah.
And then also, had they done it and we gone out in the first round,
deflating
for people that talk about how disappointing of a season this is, that would be, to me, that'd be more disappointing than just in the season where it is right now. Even if we'd won the whole thing, be like, all right, yeah, that's great. That it definitely sends the season out on a high note, but I'd also kind of be like the season that could have been type thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt when we played in the NIT against Clemson. Just came out completely flat. And then the other CIT or CBI game we played in Texas somewhere against whoever, and we didn't win. I don't know. I just feel like forget it. Next year, NCAA tournament or bust.
Speaking of
nobody really watches those other tournaments either. Like it doesn't do anything for the program.
Can you even watch those things? Or you can watch them on your Tamagotchi from 1994 or something like that? It's the only way to find it. Plug it into your TV with some RCA cables.
You have to open a Facebook app that gets all your personal information, and then you can watch the game.
It might be like a pretty common joke or whatever, but I know the first time I heard of NIT, somebody said not in tournament, and
yeah.
So
NIT's a little bit more legit, though. I mean, CBI, CIT is they canceled that this year. The CBI looks like it's in Daytona Beach. Yeah.
It's close to Conway.
I mean, so the NCAA tournament takes the top 68, right?
Yes.
Like if you can't be in the top 68,
no, Ryan, it's not the top 68. It is all conference champions.
So it's like the top 30 and then the conference champions or something, right? I mean, it's
not the right numbers, but around that.
Yeah, okay, but still, it's a lot of it's all the good teams.
It's all the conference champions and the best of the rest.
Yeah. So I mean, what I would say is you don't leave a lot of talent for the other ones to there's not a lot of draw there, even with NIT. I don't think.
I have a buddy of mine who's a big Kentucky fan. This is several years ago. It was the year after Kentucky had won the national championship, one of the many, and they were out the first round of the NIT the next year. Like how quickly they fell, but that's. Kentucky, that was, definitely when they were in their one and done phase. And, you have a bunch of 5 NBA players on your team and you got to transition.
They'd have trouble gelling.
Yes.
Yep,
There'd be no rust. There'd be no rust.
No rust whatsoever.
We just needed gel.
There.
Yeah, we just needed gel to get that rust. We cover the rust and we've been fine.
We're gonna just just pummel that into the ground. We are
to bring this back to Georgia State. Some pictures came out this week of the Convocation Center being built, and this is something I pass by every day. And I actually was going to take some pictures as I drove by, risking the life of myself and my children. But I didn't have to. I didn't have to do it because somebody else took the pictures. Actually, I think it was Center Park or Stadium.
Center Park,
account. Yeah, they actually posted some pictures of everything.
Do you have them to share?
Yeah, no, I don't. Thanks for bringing that up, Ryan.
But it is sexy raw metal. That's all I gotta say.
It is. But
it's the stands, right?
I know nothing about engineering, so I had no idea what to expect, whatever. But it never crossed my mind that the first things to go up would be literally the structures to hold the seating in the stadium. So yeah, it's cool. They have the west, I guess the west end, the west side bleachers section.
You can't say that.
Not West Side. I'm not West Side or whatever.
Whoa, dude! Whoa! You can't double down on it.
Where are we going on this podcast?
What are you doing, David?
The seating section behind the goal on the west side. That's what you can see being built up there, and it's really really cool seeing that. It'll be interesting to see how much you can see before the walls start coming up to going around it and start blocking the whole thing off. But it's neat. It's really cool. I drive by, like I said, a couple of times a day, and I definitely slow down, rubberneck. That's me. Exiting 75 north onto I-20 east.
Definitely cool to see the progress on the arena and the seats we won't be sitting in.
Yeah, where are you going to sit? Because I think we talked about this before. My seats are currently behind the players' bench, but I think that will be. Yeah, I think we swapped around.
I think it's all flipped. Yeah.
Do you want to sit where you can look out the big window to the downtown? Yeah, that's what I want to sit too.
Ryan, how about you? You want to sit the window. You want to watch the window.
Yeah, I want to watch out the window for sure. I don't care about what's going on the court, so I'll just like to look through the window.
With all your political leanings and everything, you can just look at the Capitol building the entire time and speak again irate about what's going on inside of that at the same time.
Yeah, just rage.
No, it's cool. It's really neat to see that. I can't wait for that to get put together. And when the tweets went out a lot, there was some attention was gotten from some conference opponent fan accounts and everything. They were impressed by the whole thing because a lot of them hadn't heard about anything being built. So it's cool. Very cool. Yeah. Other sports. What is
football? We have football.
Is this a trick question?
I went to my first beach volleyball match just Wednesday after we recorded last week, and they should not call that like a beach volleyball game. That is like literally going, like stepping from downtown Atlanta right into like the back of some resort area in the beach. It is, the music's blaring. You feel like you're at a party. There's sand everywhere. People walking around. It was also great weather, so everyone's having a good old time, in their shorts and t-shirts and whatnot. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a whole lot of fun. Like we only play a couple of matches there a season in the regular season, period. But that's something I would love to go to more often. I took my oldest daughter with me. Took her down there. I've drug her to football games. I made her watch basketball games on TV. I figured might as well let her watch some ladies perform for Georgia State, and it was a good time. Really good time. Tim, you've been before, right?
Yeah, I went. I think the first match. It was I think they've even done it up even more since that first match, as far as like aesthetics and the experience in the environment. It was a good time. I mean, it was fun to watch. Same music blaring, and it's beach volleyball. Who doesn't like beach volleyball?
The crowd was getting into it. Anytime there was a point being scored, like it was like really, really into it. The mural, like about the setup, everything, the mural in the background, the ATL out there, really is a good combination of downtown Atlanta and being at a beach. The weather, could not have been any better. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. They're missing a bar. They need like a little place doing some daiquiris, some frozen drinks.
Bar.
I just asked, yeah.
Yeah. But unfortunately, there's a very, very lenient in and out policy because there was no tickets and just a couple of gates that you can go back and forth. So while I'm not condoning anything, I'm encouraging a lot.
Wait, but so you didn't have to buy a ticket? You just walk in?
Yeah, just walk in. Yeah.
Cool.
And I did learn pro tip. I learned this after the fact. I parked at the G deck and walked all the way around the sports arena and everything to come around that entrance off of
whatever.
Yeah, across from the MARTA. And you can actually, the G deck, if you just like cross the G deck, straight into the parking lot over there by Sports Arena. There's a gate.
There's a cut through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time you'll know.
Yeah, and so there's the next time. We're playing again here. So we did the Day of Duels, which we won. Clean sweep. We beat Coastal Carolina, Chattanooga, and Mercer. And then when is it? Oh crap! I put it in here somewhere. We play again. I know I put it in here. I can't find it whatsoever at all.
We play April 9th, the GSU Diggin' Duels.
That's what it is. Yes. I didn't highlight anything, so it got lost in the notes. Yes, the Diggin' Duels against Southern Miss, UAB, and South Carolina on a Friday night and a Saturday. So another chance. Maybe try to check that out again. Be cool. And the ladies are doing pretty good. Like I said, they swept the Day of Duels. Since then, they played the March to May in Gulf Shores. UAB plays their home games in Gulf Shores, apparently. I didn't do any research, but they were the host team, and that's where they played. That's enough research for me to do. We beat UAB and Tulane, lost to LSU and TCU, but whatever. LSU's like number 2 or number 3 in the nation.
We're 3-0 at home. That's good, right?
3-0 at home.
Pretty good.
I think there's got to be like a big separation from like first place and like we're 18th. There's a huge separation. We've played LSU twice so far, and we've gone 0-5 both times. Like there's got to be just a huge drop off after the first, I don't know, 5 teams or something like that.
Well, I wonder how many like, high school teams there are that you can be pulling from, like there's probably just not a lot of feeder schools to recruit these athletes.
Well, you don't think that Alpharetta's got a good beach volleyball court set up?
No. I mean, if any school in Georgia does, it's them.
That's true. Yeah. So they're playing in the NOLA Classic. Guess where they're playing this week? Yeah, but they do have TCA. I guess somebody coming back up again. They beat last time. Whatever. Oh yeah, Saturday play Houston Baptist, who they beat 4-1 earlier.
Tulane.
We beat Tulane. That's why my notes cut off there. We beat Tulane last week. We play them again this week. So
but not here.
Beat Coach Hunter's school. Coach Hunter's school, or his employer.
Is he going to be there? You think he's going to be there?
No.
And it's in New Orleans. Coach Hunter was good about coming out to other games.
I don't know about other sports though. Did he go to other sports? I know he was good about coming to football.
Well, that was the only other sport I ever went to before. So he went to 100% of the other sports that I also went to.
That you went to.
Speaking of Tulane, they won their first AAC tournament game, but then got waxed by Houston.
Awesome. What does waxed mean? Does that mean that they
77-52?
They're more aerodynamic now. There's no hair. They can just smooth it right by. So yeah. Before we break off with beach volleyball, the free shipping code this week for listeners on the merch site is at Beach VB, Beach Volleyball, Beach VB. So put that in and you'll get free shipping this week. So yeah.
Fancy.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Man, I still got to buy stuff. I haven't bought anything.
You haven't bought anything. I gave you guys like a super good promo code and everything, and neither one of you bought anything.
I will. I will. I mean, I it's all that money I donate monthly that was killing me. So I'll go in and
You're waiting for that tax. You're waiting for that stimulus check so you can buy some new State of Atlanta merch.
We should make one of those memes.
I should make one item $1,400 so someone can spend their entire stimulus check. Someone when they first did the App Store with Apple, so the highest price you could put a price for on an app was $9,999.99, and so someone created an app, and all it was a picture of a gem.
It was a ruby.
And they charged that, and the name of the app was I Am Rich. And it sold like 4 or 5 of them or something like that.
Yep. And they made them return it or something too.
Yeah, I think Apple responded and rejected the payment and never. Oh yeah.
Which I think is like, yes, if you didn't commit fraud, if you were like, this is a picture of a ruby and like that's what people bought, like who am I to
Hold
tell
this
you
app
you
up on
can't?
your phone to let them know you're rich. And then Apple goes on to create Apple Watches with like $12,000 wristbands for them and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I guess it's a real product.
Pictures of rubies on them.
Yeah. I'm surprised Apple let that through the App Store, but hey, you never know.
I mean, it was literally when it first happened. Like it was the very, very beginning.
They were still feeling themselves out, you know?
How restrictive do we want to be?
Exactly. So speaking of baseball, diamonds, rubies, diamonds,
Diamond.
baseball
We'll just
diamond.
pretend like it was a diamond
Pearls?
for the sake of this transition.
There you go. The baseball team. So they got off to a hot start. Bats have cooled off big time since then. They did not have a good week since we last talked, but we go into conference play this week. We did lose to Clemson just tonight, 7-2. Ugh, whatever. But we go into conference play. We open up at Monroe, and we're the highest RPI team in the conference.
All right.
Yeah.
I seem to remember when we joined the Sun Belt, people talking about how Sun Belt teams are actually pretty good at baseball. We're a decent baseball league.
We are a decent baseball league, and then when that was actually one of the draws of Coastal, if you can say that baseball was a draw of any team coming into a conference. But yeah, and I think they actually won the College World Series
couple years.
Their last year in whatever crap FCS conference they were in. Yeah. They are actually seventh in RPI out of our conference right now.
Yeah.
So
baseball is arguably the third money sport, but I don't think that's just true across most teams like it is about basketball and football. Like football, right. I think is in the black across the board. People just make money off of that. It's fine. But then basketball, maybe there's a few programs that don't. I imagine they probably do. And then, baseball is arguable.
Yeah, I feel like there's a drop off there between basketball and baseball.
I feel like, obviously we're not getting a lot of attention, and Georgia Tech doesn't get a lot of attention about their basketball, but I think that we can actually get some attention on baseball once we move to downtown. I think that we've got the diehard fan base of Georgia State is small, but they're really passionate. And I could definitely tell, or I could see that becoming a big party type thing during these early spring months about people getting together and doing something, which is actually, when I said this, I didn't mean to lean into it, but tailgate for Georgia State baseball on March 27th, Saturday, 2 p.m. first pitch. Get down there. I put out a Facebook thing. I said 11 a.m. for a tailgate start. Maybe a little.
This Saturday?
Not this Saturday. The following Saturday.
Oh yeah,
March 27th. Yeah, Ryan, you actually said you were going to it. So
no, if it was this Saturday, obviously I can't. But
probably
next Saturday I probably can.
Right, but yeah, so I want to kind of do like not a huge thing. Everybody be smart and safe, and don't be dumb. But yeah, it'd be fun to get people together and do a little tailgate, right?
Sorry, that was funny. Yeah. Smart and safe, and not dumb.
It's against the game's against Kennesaw State, so I think that'd be a good little
yeah.
Beat the Owls. Wait, that's bad. Can't say that.
I can say beat the Owls.
It's an animal.
What? Beat them.
If we can say beat our own military, like beat Army, beat our entire national defense, that's okay. But you can't say beat Owl.
Although I will say, speaking of the Owls, I'm not listening to that. Speaking about the Owls, I am very jealous about the Owl's Nest up there in Kennesaw.
What are you jealous about? What's the Owl's Nest?
It's a craft beer place.
Okay. But it's KSU branded?
Sort of.
It is.
Sort of.
David, they took your blue and white.
They took my blue and white. Yeah,
Hey, you got plenty of chances, David, to open the blue and white. Looking.
How many cases of beer do you have to buy from a brewery to get them to actually brew you your own beer?
I think you got to ask the brewmaster.
So we should get a State of Atlanta beer made.
I mean, if all else fails, just say like half a batch of something you were already going to make. Just like slap this blue and white label on it.
We need one of the breweries that does the stickers on the silver cans. And I'll pay for all the stickers and
that's all local breweries.
That's all breweries, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this one's that way from Asheville.
But Eventide, I'm sure does that, and right at the top of my street, the Halfway Crooks, I'm sure they do that.
Well, I thought Halfway Crooks was not canning beer.
They're selling pack for sure. Or they're selling tall boy 4-packs.
Oh,
they're like $30 a 4-pack. It's dumb. Yeah. It's stupid.
It's expensive. I know.
I'm like, no thanks. My neighbor goes up there often, and I'm like, dude, I just got better things to spend money on. And the beer's fine, but it's not. I like PBR better, so why would I not spend less than $1 a beer?
It's part of it, just especially for this past year. I think part of it's just getting out. Out.
Yeah, that's true.
Drinking somewhere other than your couch.
That's true. I've only drank up there one time though.
You've come to a couple of watch parties we did up there.
During COVID times, I've only drank up there once. Yeah,
that's why I think some of the Pensacola fans came out to the arena. They were just like, "I want to do something.
I'm just done."
I don't know what Sunbelt is, but I'm doing it.
I went to a music festival at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. What is that? Was that Jonesboro, Georgia? Where is that at? Where it's Stockbridge, Georgia, wherever it is. It's not in Atlanta. It's nowhere near Atlanta. Well, it's near Atlanta. Anyhow, I went to a 90s music festival. I think Offspring may have been like the headliner or something like that.
That's cool.
And the same concept. I feel like just the NASCAR fans just like, let's go see what's going on the Speedway this weekend, and just showed up because there was definitely a large contingency of people there that were not there to see like 90s alt rock type things that I was there for. I'll save this conversation for last call.
So the only time I've ever been down that way is we have a I'm politically active, and we have a county affiliate down there. And they were setting up their monthly meeting, and they were like, "Hey, you should come out." And I was like, "Cool, where is it?" And they were like, "It's at this pizza place / fireworks place." What?
That's
and what is this? And yeah, sure enough, you get down there and they sell pizza and fireworks. Okay.
It's like Ron White's bit about the airport / hair salon / tire center.
Yeah. All right. Pizza was okay.
There you go. Yeah. So anyhow, we'll talk about it next week. But tailgate for baseball, March 27th versus Kennesaw State. Softball. Softball's doing pretty good. Off to a 12-8 start. They lost to Georgia on last Wednesday, 0-1, like 1-run game. Like
that sounds a terrible game to watch.
And Georgia's number 18. Like that would have been a huge win for the softball program. So that's a bummer. But they went on to beat Chattanooga twice over the weekend, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this weekend they start the conference play against Troy. We're 3-0, or Troy's 3-0 in conference. They're the number 1 team in conference right now. Troy is. So it'll be in softball. It'll be a good measuring stick for the softball team. We can figure out how they're doing. And that's actually this weekend. They're playing Saturday at 1:00, Sunday at 1:00. People could come out to that game. I can't make it out, but
where do they play in Panthersville too?
Yeah, they play in Panthersville. They play in like the better area of Panthersville, if you ask me. It's over there. It's just past the soccer fields.
Well, are softball fields different shaped? Are they? I mean, I guess baseball can be multiple shapes anyway, right? Baseball is just like, as long as it's between X and Y, you're good. Like for like distance and height of walls, and
it's 90 feet between bases for baseball, and I think 60 feet between bases for softball.
Okay. Yeah.
Just overall smaller field, right?
Like, yeah. Well, and I guess the outfield is smaller as well, but yeah, the infield is smaller, which is why you can't play softball on a baseball field.
But and with like Major League Baseball, they have different fields or different lengths, right? Because they have pitchers fields and hitters fields.
Outfields, like the outfields can be different distances,
shorter or longer. Yeah, so it's easier to hit a home run, or it's better on the pitchers because you might not hit a home run.
Yeah, I forget the team, but there was an article or a tweet or something I saw there last week or whatever. And it was the smallest Major League Baseball park, and the dimensions of that would fit in the Gulch here in Atlanta.
Oh.
And like how cool it would have been if the Braves, instead of moving to Cobb County, would have moved to the Gulch and have the Hawks, Braves, and Falcons all play right there, side by side.
Just right there, yeah. I sort of don't like that though. I like standardized, like this is what we do. But and then something else in me sort of does like it because then you like, you recruit for whatever your field supports better.
Well, like so in Philadelphia, and I will be the last person to really give a compliment about Philadelphia. I mean, really, other than Rocky, what does Philadelphia have got going for it? Cheesesteaks are gross. But
Ooh, I like cheesesteaks now.
One thing they got good.
Objectively wrong.
What?
That's crazy
Those are so good.
Yeah, you're insane.
Fred's Meat and Bread. Fred's Meat and Bread. Your cheesesteaks
and cheese whiz. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, well, give me a box of Steakums, and I will make you a better cheesesteak in about 20 minutes.
All right. I'll admit I've never had a proper cheesesteak. I've never had a cheese whiz cheesesteak because why would I do that when I could have provolone or whatever?
I only ate cheesesteaks while I was there, and I did both provolone and cheese whiz, and yeah, they're nothing special. It's like your logic about eating Cajun food in New Orleans. I can eat this.
I can get this here. Yeah,
exactly. But anyhow, one thing that Philadelphia does have going for them is they have all of their major sports playing all in one massive, huge parking lot. So there's like plenty of parking. There's a huge bar in there, very similar to what the Battery Live that we have. It's a good setup having everything close together. That's one thing that Atlanta really missed out on with their pro teams is having some real destination professional sports area. So
people there are assholes.
Oh, people there, they're the worst. I mean, they are the second worst. Saints fans are the worst, and then Philadelphia fans are next. So
I think like nationally, if you were not a Falcons fan, or named David Brown, I think the most common worst fan base considered is Philadelphia.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I knew that going into it. I don't know. All right. So, John, we were saying the Mall Park. Is that what the Philadelphia area is called? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah.
We just trust him. Yeah. Blindly. Yes.
Thank you, intern John.
John knows.
And also intern John is the one that pointed out that I misspelled bracketology in the
see
today. Yeah.
Man, we gotta pay him more. What do you think?
We should up his pay by at least 5 or 6 times.
10% pay raise for David, or not David, for John. He deserves it.
Let's see.
We won't tell you how much he makes though. No.
The tennis team is doing their best to stay at 500. They were 4-4 going into the weekend. They're 5-5 coming out of it. So they are literally mediocre.
Are they still playing at the park at Piedmont Park?
No, they're playing in Peachtree City, I believe.
I thought it was Clarkston, or is that Peachtree City? I don't even know.
Well, I think the
two different places.
Don't even know where either of them are.
According to Georgia State's website, it says like Peachtree City Complex or something, or Peachtree Complex. I don't know.
Peachtree City is south.
I know where
Fayetteville, and then Clarkston, if that's where it is near Stone Mountain.
It's also as part of the recruitment plan to all tennis players is if you come play tennis for Georgia State, we will give you a golf cart in downtown Atlanta, and you can drive it all the way to Peachtree City.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that path exists. No, you got. But the sad news is you got to take 85.
I feel like we don't have a home.
Yeah, I don't think because it was Piedmont Park. Maybe it's still Piedmont Park.
It was Piedmont Park before, but then I thought they moved.
That never seemed like home to me. It always seemed like it's not a bad place to play. It's obviously a pretty cool venue, but like it doesn't feel like a home field. It's not. That's not what that is. A home court or whatever.
What else do you need?
What?
They got blue. They do have blue courts. They hang up some Panther head logos. What else do you need, man?
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem right because it's not campus. It's the same thing as baseball to me.
Yeah, so we should drive 9 miles away to play this game versus playing in the middle. But then again, like I don't know, do college like tennis teams, do they get like fans out there to watch like other schools, like the other higher end programs? Do they actually get?
Yeah, but they probably have tennis courts.
They probably have what?
They have like tennis a facility. Courts. Yeah,
but I'm saying do they have
fans? Cheap as shit, man. Just like build a tennis court.
But you can put a tennis court anywhere.
That's
How many buildings in downtown Atlanta could we put a tennis court on the roof of?
That's it. Put it on the roof, man.
All right, that's what we need. I want tennis courts on the roof of Adderhold or General Classroom or whatever it's called now.
But not on top of G-Deck.
But not until we open up the Convocation Center.
Then you can put it there. Yeah, exactly.
We're on to something there, guys. Remind me of this. I'll be too drunk to remember it in the morning. But yeah, we need
to convert the sand volleyball courts into tennis courts. Just no, not permanent. Just like put a covering over the sand and then uncover them for the sand volleyball.
No, don't mess with sand volleyball. I don't want to mess with that at all. It's
Calm
too
down.
perfect.
It's okay, David. I'm not messing with them.
It's too perfect. It's too perfect. Golf, I don't really want to talk about.
Because nobody understands it still.
They posted some promo or something. I don't know.
And we're not that good.
On YouTube.
We're not doing so hot at the golf. We're not doing so hot at the golf. The ladies are following the men's tennis plan of just being dead center on everything. So yeah.
So real quick, on our own awesome website for Georgia State sports, men's and women's tennis says it's being played at Clarkston campus.
Okay.
Except it's not. It's being played at Peachtree City.
All right. I said Peachtree City. See?
So we were all, you guys were both
I was right. I said Peachtree City at the very beginning. I said Peachtree City at the very, very beginning.
Maximum confusion from Georgia State sports.
Yeah, good. So even if you wanted to watch tennis, too bad. We're not going to really tell you where it is.
Hey,
half of you can watch it. Half of you, you're stuck wherever you get.
This is Georgia State University. We encompass the entire state. There are Georgia State alum fans in Peachtree City.
But we don't have camp. Is there a campus there? Clarkston. That was a Georgia Perimeter College, right? There was a Clarkston campus. Yeah. So that's what's there. So that's actually Georgia State campus.
It's real.
There's nothing in Peachtree City.
Not really.
When I went to Georgia State, I dated a girl that was living in Peachtree City.
Ooh.
I
dated a girl in Peachtree City as well, but I went to Georgia State for a long time.
Yeah.
It's a drive, man. I don't know.
Yeah, she would drive me back to her place to hang out and stuff, and then like drop me off at 5 Points at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and
nice.
so I could go to, because I lived all the way up in like Alpharetta, and so I'd take the train all the way north. And I was like,
she drove you all the way to 5 Points.
Yeah, to the airport.
I would have been safer, right? We were dumb college kids. What do you want from us, man? Logic.
So do we get kicked out of our own campus?
What do you mean? We don't have tennis courts
at Clarkston.
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? That's it. All right, that's your mission over the weekend or over the week there. Tim is investing. Don't worry, I'll forget about it, so it's okay.
Call around. Just be like, what happened? Why can't I not play tennis here?
COVID-19 safety protocols.
Start with Piedmont. Why did we stop playing at Piedmont?
I don't know. We should have kept playing there.
I think so too. I think so as well.
Yeah.
Until we had our own camp, until we had our own facility, keep playing at Piedmont.
Yeah.
Well, that is all I got for tonight, guys.
Well, I can't believe we went for 52 minutes.
Yeah, we kept the views were going pretty strong the entire time.
That's right.
Everyone's at bathroom breaks at this point, which is where I need to go.
Hey Tim, you want to keep talking for a little while?
Yeah. So David, what do you think about?
I can mute both of you guys. Join our March Madness tournament at bracketology.stateofatlanta.com. Password SOA 2021, all caps there. Try to join us at the tailgate for baseball at the baseball complex March 27th. We'll talk more about it next week. And finally, please consider joining the Patreon at patreon.com/stateofatlanta, $3 a month. Tim hasn't done it yet. You get the benefits of our private group chat, which we let Tim in for some reason. I don't know yet. Always get discounts on our merch, early access to Last Call, which we're heading over to now. Talk more about Georgia State after a bathroom break and drink some more beer. So thanks so much for listening. Appreciate it.
Bye, y'all.